Simon & Schuster Audio presents Pretty Woman, a novel by Fern Michaels. Read by Laural Merlington.
Vickie Winters looked down at the picture she was holding in her hands. It was the last thing to go into her travel bag. Her eyes flooded with tears as her index finger traced her best friend's likeness. The tears she was desperately trying to hold in check, finally rolling down her cheeks. Best friends since sandbox days, keeper of each other's secrets, inseparable, better than sisters. Their other friends used to envy them their special relationship. Close as thieves, they'd said. They'd even gone into business together and made a success of that business. But, like all things that were near to perfect, it had ended. Her grief at what she was feeling was so total, she almost blacked out before she managed to get her feelings under control. Her hand shaking, Vickie wrapped the picture in a pair of sweatpants to make sure it didn't get broken during the long overseas trip. All Vickie had to do now was carry the bags downstairs, where a chauffeur waited to take her bags to Adeline Simmons's house for the early morning ride to the airport. She was to spend the night at the Simmons mansion with her new employer, but she would go over there later in the evening. When things had gone sour between her and her best friend Rosie, she'd answered an advertisement for a traveling companion to wealthy heiress Adeline Simmons. The salary was mind-boggling. The lure of foreign travel had attracted her, too. In more ways than one, she was actually looking forward to her new job. She was going to miss Rosie, though. She wasn't going to cry again. She'd shed all the tears she was going to shed for Rosie Gardener. If Rosie wanted to ruin her life, so be it. Adeline said she needed to say goodbye to Rosie. On the eve of Rosie's wedding, she was going to her house to say goodbye. How weird was that? 10 minutes later, Vickie watched as Adeline Simmons's chauffeur stowed her trunk and suitcases in the back of the custom Rolls-Royce. Now all she had to do was drive to Rosie's house, ring the bell, and if Rosie didn't kick her butt out the door, say goodbye and leave, never to darken her doorstep again. Huh. Her stomach in knots, Vickie lowered the canvas roof of her Mustang convertible. Maybe the warm June breezes as she drove around the corner would help her calm down. She looked at the dashboard.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?